You know that feeling when you're just like endlessly scrolling through your feed?
Oh yeah, the endless doom scroll.
Exactly. You swipe past all these influencers who are flaunting perfectly curated lives. You know, the designer clothes, impossibly shiny sports cars, mansions.
Mansions that look like literal luxury resorts.
Right. It's so captivating. But when you zoom out, it's basically like staring at a massive, glowing digital field of wildflowers.
That is a really interesting way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks impressive, but it's actually incredibly fragile. And, well, today's deep dive explores that exact tension. We're looking at the clash between our modern obsession with status and ancient wisdom on what actually endures.
And the source we have today is really unique for this.
Yeah, it's a 7-step quiet time study, so essentially a structured guide for mindful spiritual reflection. And it's centered on a text that's thousands of years old, which is Psalm 103. Our mission today is to figure out why this ancient warning against chasing mirages matters so much to you right now.
So what makes this specific study so fascinating is how it connects the whole psychology of, flex culture to our fundamental human nature.
Right, because we're kind of wired for it, aren't we?
Exactly. Social media algorithms are literally built to exploit our ancient neurological drive for status. Like, we are biologically wired to care deeply about where we stand in the tribe.
Which makes it so hard to look away.
It really does. But step 3 of this reflection study actually focuses on imagery that challenges that wiring directly. It points out how the text describes human life as grass, or, well, like that wildflower you mentioned earlier.
Oh, the digital wildflower.
Yeah, it flourishes for this brief, beautiful moment, but the second a hot wind passes over it, it just vanishes completely.
Wait, so the text contrasts that super fragile grass with the absolute permanence of God's steadfast love and, kingdom rule. But I have to jump in here regarding the author.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Because this was written by King David. And, isn't it a bit easy to call wealth and status fleeting when you're literally sitting on a throne?
That is a very fair point.
Right. He ruled the United Kingdom of Israel. He had absolute power, immense glory. So does his royal status make this realization more profound? Or is it just, incredibly easy for a guy in a palace to say material things don't matter?
You'd think it's just privilege talking, but looking at the historical context of a monarch like David, the realization actually carries way more weight.
Really? How so?
Well, think about the isolation and paranoia that comes with absolute power. Kings in the ancient world watched rival empires rise and fall constantly.
That makes sense. They were surrounded by threats.
Exactly. They knew better than anyone how quickly an army or a massive fortune could just be wiped out overnight. So when David writes this, he isn't speaking from a place of detached privilege.
He's seen it happen firsthand.
Yes. He's acknowledging that even at the absolute pinnacle of human achievement, humans are merely dust. He knew his temporary crown offered zero real security.
Okay, so he's actively looking for a foundation that won't just collapse when the political winds shift.
Spot on. And the study mentions he views God not just as some bigger sovereign ruler up in the sky, but as a compassionate father.
Which is a pretty big shift for a king.
Huge shift. He moves his focus completely from an earthly hierarchy to a spiritual one. The text actually says, this father figure removes transgressions.
Which is just an older way of saying our wrongdoings are like moral failures. Right?
Exactly. Removes them as far as the east is from the west. So for David, true security wasn't found in military might or public approval.
It was found in God's everlasting covenant.
You got it.
And by covenant, just to be clear, the text is talking about an unbreakable promise or contract, right?
Yeah.
Not just some temporary treaty.
Yeah, that's exactly the idea. It's a guarantee that doesn't just fluctuate based on his daily performance or shifting wealth.
Wow.
The king fully understood that his earthly throne was just the grass. His actual foundation was this unshakable promise, which honestly flips the standard human pursuit of power completely on its head.
It really does. Because if a literal king realizes that his wealth and absolute power are basically guaranteed to vanish like wildflowers in the wind, that really forces us to examine the foundation we're building our own lives on.
It's a massive reality check.
Yeah. So how does this study suggest we apply this ancient perspective today? Like for you listening right now?
Well, the later steps of the reflection actually ask you a very direct question. It asks, what temporary, empty things are you holding onto tightly for significance?
Oof, that's a tough one to answer.
Right. The core takeaway the study draws from the text is this challenge to lay down those vain pursuits. It urges readers to stop building an identity on things that just fade away.
And instead, hold fast to that enduring covenant.
Yes. Trusting in a love that completely outlasts your worldly successes and failures, and then aligning your daily actions with that trust.
I mean, it's a striking contrast to that digital field of influencers we started with. Because there is this haunting line in the psalm about the grass.
The one about the wind.
Yeah, it says, when the wind passes over it, quote, its place knows it no more. Like, just complete erasure.
It's chilling.
It is.
Yeah.
So think about this. If your earthly achievements, your status, the likes, the subscribers, if literally all of it is guaranteed to vanish without a single trace, how might accepting your own obscurity completely change what you prioritize today?